standards.
So, Masud Sab, can you narrate some specific
मैं
instances of
बिल्कुल
your
आपको
childhood,
सुनाता हूँ, but
especially from your family?
I'll just share something with you, which is part of my book as well, by the way. It's very much there. It's a quite an interesting story. So I remember very, and some things itch in your mind, in your head. You can't forget those things. When I was in FC college, and we came from a middle class background, where we had the air conditioner in all our in our house in all our rooms, but because of the high electricity cost, we used to share one room. The three brothers and the parents used to sleep in the same room. And mind you, these are younger. These are young. That's young couple who's sleeping with their kids. And one of my friends, acquaintance in FC college, told me that they have done a deal with the lineman, the Wabda lineman, and they have tweaked the meter in such a way that although you use all the air conditioner, but the bill only comes for one air conditioning. I was super excited about the whole thing. I thought, I'll show my validation to my father. I went to him and I told him, I said, Papa, I have been able to crack, a formula of how we can have all the air conditioners working in the house. We can all sleep in our rooms. And yet the bill will only cover one air conditioning, one air condition. He turned around and said, okay, so what's the deal? I said, and when he asked me this, I got more excited. But it seems that he's kind of getting around with the thought. And he said, what's the idea? I said, well, the idea is that my friend who lives in the neighborhood, he'll hook me up with the lineman, and that lineman will then temper the bill and make sure that we'll be able to get away with it, and we'll pay something to him on the side. He just had a smirk on his face and turned around and told me, I have an even better idea. And I go, what's that? He said, you and I will go to Neela Gumbad and we buy a gun. And then you and I will go and rob a bank. I think that's a better deal. We get more money rather quickly, and this is what we must do. What you are coming up with is another way of robbing, is another way of stealing money. And this was the most, embarrassing moments in my life where I thought that, he's absolutely right. And that's how, and then that whole concept and idea died down immediately. But that's how he kind of make ourselves oriented with the thought of, leadership with ethics.